To begin with, movements of some kind are going on in the Earth's crust somewhere all the time. Movements which, in their own way, are as restless as the changing tides of the sea. Many of these movements are so minor that we ourselves do not feel them, but we know they're going on because our sensitive recording instruments constantly tell us so. On the other hand, there are movements so strong and violent that we do feel them, and very sharply. Many of these movements have taken place along the Pacific coast, a region which, to many people, has become known as the earthquake belt of North America. Let it not be assumed, however, that earthquakes are confined to this so-called earthquake belt. Actually, earthquakes have occurred in every state. The strongest shocks of record in the United States occurred in 1811 and 1812 in Missouri. Another earthquake, originating in South Carolina in 1886, was felt 1,000 miles away. Earthquakes are no respecters of locality. They occur because of some slipping or rupturing within the earth, and this produces a fault. Sometimes these faults are even visible on the Earth's surface, such as the famous San Andreas Fault in California. It was the slipping along this fault which caused the San Francisco earthquake of 1906, and several later ones as well. Sometimes, too, an earthquake may cause cracks or fissures at the Earth's surface. At one location, the Tehachapi quake of 1952 created a crack nearly 6 feet wide and 6 feet deep, a surface indication of some rupturing deep below. And it is there that our story lies. The Earth, as we generally understand it, has 3 layers: the outer crust, the mantle, and the core. The outer crust upon which we live has an average depth of 20 to 30 miles. Beneath this crust is the mantle, extending to a depth of about 1,700 miles. And beyond the mantle lies the core, extending about 2,150 miles to the center of the Earth. Now, as already mentioned, we know that movements are taking place constantly in the Earth's crust and mantle. As the movements continue, stresses are built up, until at some weak point, the Earth's crust is overstressed, and a sudden shearing or slipping failure occurs. It is the sudden release of stress by the slip that produces the earthquake. From this subterranean rupture, vast amounts of energy are released, which radiate in all directions through the Earth's crust, mantle, and core. These radiations are called seismic waves. By studying these waves, we learn much about the origin and intensity of the earthquake shock. Such studies are made at seismological laboratories, located at strategic points throughout the world.